Nightbot has a really good point, guys. For as low as 99 cents a month, you can become a channel member today. We're live. We're gonna go live with these JJDL finals. We have a lot of good games that have not yet been played for you guys. SJ and Goose are gonna be going first, and if you guys are in the stream, you guys can hop into a game whenever, and just send the link in live battles chat. Make sure to ping live battles with that, and we'll get started. We'll jump right in here. I won't be able to stay for a while, but just want to say JJDL is the most fun I've ever had in Draft League. Even if it went out sooner than I would have liked. Super cool opportunity overall. Thank you so much, Clyde. I really hope you come back for season 2, man. It's been awesome to have you. We started the best division, Zapdos or Articuno? The best division, Zapdos, because SJ is a little bit late for SJ. Coming back for revenge. Yo, live Lenard reactions. If Lenard wins a championship, it's almost poetic. What's going on, Armenia? How are you doing? And I saw Pay and Dashing earlier. How are you guys doing today? Oh yeah, let me ping them as well. And Goose, whenever you guys are good to go ahead. Time for Lenard's last stand. This is the big Lenard moment. Will Lenard win a championship after being a legend the whole season? Oh, before we even start, just want to give a huge congrats to Goosefart for making the finals, and I hope we have a clean game. Thank you so much, SJ. Thank you for becoming a Snom senior once again. I really appreciate it, and also for the good sportsmanship. Wishing Goose there some good luck. And in live battles. Doing good, just chilling before the start of the week. How's everyone doing? Listen, I'm gonna be honest, my girlfriend in the back, maybe, I don't know, where are you, Jerica? Oh, you can kind of see her, she's a little bit blurry. She took me out to eat for my birthday today, and I love seafood, and we went to this place called Storming Crab, and I love it. It's like it makes these like Cajun boils, basically. I'm a big Cajun fan, and I was so excited. I got 2 lobster tails and a lot of shrimp, and we had a lot of shrimp to go and some other stuff. We had some cheesy bread or something for her, and I left the bag at the restaurant. So I'm a little bit disappointed right now, man, but it is what it is. Doing all right in 4 and 3 in AFG. I saw that, Armenia. I'm so sorry. Thank you again, SJ. I'm so sorry about that, Armenia, but it was a good win. I watched back some replays, and I think over half of my Lenard kills were on walls like Claude or Florges. Lenard is a very good wall breaker. Very good wall breaker. Okay, here we go. Game is loaded in. We're gonna go ahead and jump in here. Yeah, it was an expensive meal too. Awesome. We're gonna jump in here. We're gonna see. We're gonna spectate on the side. See, this is tough because SJ has been fantastic this season. He's been an awesome mod. He's been doing literally just everything for Zapdos that I could have ever asked him to do. But Goose has Lenard, so it's hard to root against Lenard. We see the Vivian in finals, and this Pokemon is so underused that there's not even a sprite for this thing. There is no Vivian on the screen right now. I'm very excited for this one. Did it cost you a kidney? It might as well have, to be honest. But Jerica paid for it. Thank you, Bear. I love you. And we left the food there. I lobster's weekend, dude. Lobster is my favorite food, so I was very excited. So we're gonna see a Palma and a Palafin lead. And by the way, we've already talked amongst all of the finalists. I trust all the finalists. All of them said that during their games they will at least mute and minimize the stream, if nothing else, if not closing out of the stream completely. So we're pretty free to talk about our thoughts on the game. And if you guys want to say some stuff in chat, absolutely feel free, man. Who is winning? It's hard to root against Lenard, but SJ has been such a fantastic mod. It's also hard to root against him. I think ultimately I have to go for the Lenard win so we can spam some Lenards in the chat. I think that's ultimately what I want to see, man. There is a Vivian on the screen. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Round 1 pick should be Teraband Lobster Rolls. That's funny. So we see Palma and Palafin lead. Obviously, Goose has the upper hand here. I do think that we're probably going to see a Gastrodon switch in here. Probably not a flip turn, unless we're Scarf, obviously, because Palma is a higher base speed. Gastrodon would make a lot of sense here. We could see, I think Palma gets Grass Knot, if I'm not mistaken. I'll pull up a Team Builder on the side here, because I'm not too familiar with Palma's moveset. I believe it does get Grass Knot, and it also gets Seed Bomb. I assume Seed Bomb would do more damage because Gastrodon is extremely light. Extremely light. Oh yeah. We can put a poll in the chat actually on who we think is gonna win. Let me see. How do I do that? Jesse taught me and I forgot. Poll. I don't remember. Oh, start poll. Who is winning Zapdos division? Goose, Bernard, or SJ Vivian? All right, boys, we got the poll going on here. Vote for whoever you think is gonna win here. Why does Vivian 6-0 after one quiver dance? That did some massive damage. That might, oh my goodness, that is Life Orb Palmot. That was a very free close combat. We might have to see a very uncomfortable Zapdos pivot here, or the Gastron just go down, because I'll be honest, man, I think after seeing that close combat damage, a Life Orb Ice Punch might just kill. It might just kill. Yeah, Vivian does get completely walled by Goldingo, for sure. He could have Ice Punched. He does Ice Punch. Goose with the predictions early, man. Putting him at an early advantage. Now, we do know SJ does enjoy using a Scarf Zapdos, which honestly looks pretty good in this matchup. So I could definitely see him being Scarf Zapdos here. That's a crazy play from Goose. I do think it probably would have killed the Gastron based on that roll. It looks like I assume that's a crazy 1-2 punch from Goose there, turn 1, turn 2. Lando is all right. I don't know, Lanad's cool. I used it, I made a finals with it, but it was not the best Pokemon on my team. I don't even remember. I had a really bad team. I think I had Necrozma and Landorus and maybe Mega Mawile, and Landorus had like 3 kills. I didn't quite enjoy it myself either, but I like more versatile Pokemon, not just Earth Power Button. I don't know. Maybe I like some Pokemon like that, but Landorus might not just be for me. Sheer Force Landorus specifically, I really enjoyed when Landorus had Sheer Force banned and it was like 11 points. That mon was really good. If it is a Terra King Gambit, so the Terras are King Gambit and Lanad. King Gambit is Fire Fairy, I believe, and Lanad is Flying. I want to say Water, but I'm not 100% on that. Palmot is going in. Palmot is going in. So right now the poll is looking like more people think that Goose is gonna win. Oh, it's 50-50. People are split. If you add everyone in JJDL one more time with the Spanky, oh, and this is finals, man. This is finals, man. So Goose is in a very good position here. We do see the Scarf Zapdos, and Heat Wave is going to be able to take out the Palmot. We now know that this is Scarf Zapdos. Cinderace could come in pretty free. Hamrock could come in pretty free. But Hamrock probably doesn't want to because of the static, but he is going to. He's going to potentially risk a static, and it might even be worth Goose sacking this Pokemon off to the Ceaseless Edge to get the static. No, we're going to actually sack the Gastro. I mean, that makes sense because Scarf Zapdos does still have a lot of usability here, and you get Rocky Helmet Chip. I mean, that's fine. That is definitely fine. The question is, what does he go now? Do you go back into Zapdos? You probably died to a Jet now. Do you go into Palafin maybe? Palafin in close combat? That could be a play. King Gambit, mayhaps, and you have to, but then you're in an uncomfortable position where you have to call the Terra. You could go Vivian, try to Sleep Powder. I think it's Vivian or Palafin. Yes, this is Lanad Terra Cap. This is Lanad Terra Cap. I believe it's flying in something. I want to say water, but I don't know if he's anything not flying the entire season. Oh, really? You don't think Lanad should be a Terra Captain? I think that it makes it very overwhelming to switch into. And I think it's definitely on Goose's team, probably the best Terra Captain. I don't think there's a better Terra Captain on his specific team. A true win con Terra Captain. That's like it losing Rock Polish definitely is unfortunate for sure. And that's why Landorus is 18 points, because I didn't realize that it lost Rock Polish in JJDL. It definitely would not be 18 if I would have realized that before we started JJDL. And it will not be 18 points next season, I can promise that. But we are going to see the Vivian without Sprite come out here. And I'm pretty sure Goldingo just walls this. Somebody said it earlier, but I'm pretty sure Goldingo can just come in for free on this Pokemon. I'm not sure. Let me just pull up Vivian here. Let's just see what we have. Vivian. Do we have anything to hit Goldingo at all? It's looking like, does it get Weather Ball? Maybe? Weather Ball? No. It looks like it quite literally does not have a move to hit Goldingo at all. No, it just simply doesn't. So I assume Goldingo pivot here. Maybe it's a U-turn Vivian? Maybe. Yeah, there's literally no move that it could get. I mean, it could quiver. It can't status Goldingo. That's the whole thing. So let's see how much like a +1 Vivian would do to a Goldingo if it's just max HP. We'll assume offensive. We'll even just give it benefit of the doubt. We'll say this Goldingo, it has no investment. It would take about 40%. So I think the pivot's definitely Goldingo. Maybe SJ makes a double here. I think a double makes a lot of sense on his end. Forcing the hammer out is definitely very valuable. I think that's definitely something that he could do. Otherwise, I'm not sure what we see if the Vivian stays in here. Excuse me, a Hurricane to see this Goldingo spread. Maybe that's pretty valuable, seeing if it's leftovers or not. Maybe he values that with the rest of his Pokemon. In the back, seeing how he sets up a potential Palafin or Kingambit in-game. Which Palafin in-game looks very, very possible. I'll be honest. Even if he is not banded. Honestly, I don't think banded is the move in this specific situation. There's a round one mon I've really been looking forward to using. What mon would that be? I've had a couple I've been eyeing as well. So in GBU, in the league that I'm starting, we're starting draft September the 16th, by the way. I'm going to make an announcement video on that later. I really think I want Raging Bolt round one. Oh wait, no, it's coming out DLC 2. I'm wrong. I don't know what I want round one then, to be honest. A lot of the top tier threats aren't super interesting to me right now, because I've used most of them. We're going to see the double. We're going to see Haxorus on the Goldingo, which is awesome. The only bad situation now is if this Haxorus, or if this Goldingo is Scarf, I'm sure that Haxorus gets O-Code. Let me see. That's why I kind of make it rain. Let's see. Oh, yeah. After a spike, if it's max investment, yeah, it does get O-Code. Jimmy Bundler, preferably with Terra. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not too big on Iron Bundle. Let me see if there's a top tier threat that I'm really looking forward to using, based on what there is right now. The Pokemon I probably want to most try. We're gonna see a Dragon Claw as the Goldingo stays in, and we're gonna go for Make It Rain. That leads me to believe maybe he shook up if he was willing to stay in there. John gotta go round one Meowscarada. Let's not say that. That's silly. Let's not say stuff like that. Of big threats, I've used Pal, Moon, and Vow. I've used this generation. I've used Chien-Pao, Tauren. I think I used Urshifu last gen, not this gen. I think I might have had Spectre and Urshifu this gen. Roaring Moon. I want to try Palafin. I do want to use Palafin. I've used Valiant. I want to use Great Tusk as well. Great Tusk is another one I want to use. I've used Chi-Yu. Chi-Yu's very bad. Baxcalibur. I really like that Pokemon. I've used a good majority of top tier threats for sure. I think Bundle was pretty mid, but it did serve me well as a late game cleaner. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Bundle. Some places people think it's a top 2 Pokemon. Some places people don't even know if it's top 10. I'm not sure how I stand on it. It's probably like number 7 for me, like right outside of top 5 at the current moment, but it also heavily depends on what the Terra ruling is. And also if Bundle has it allowed, because some places just outright ban it. I'm using Spectre in Trades League, and I used Bax and JJDL. Bax is really fun. I like Spectre too. I liked it when it didn't have Draining Kiss, though. I've been a big Spectre believer for a while now. I think John should ban Zamazinta. We are going to ban Zamazinta, for sure. That mon is gone. So Palafin's going to come in on the Goldingo. Bundle scares me. Oh, does Horus have Bundle? Oh, no. I dropped from OGDL, was more fatigued on draft than I was expecting. I need a break for now, but I'll be back when DLC comes out. Hopefully we can get into JJDL Season 2. Of course you'll get in that, man. Armenia, if you apply, you'll absolutely get in. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. We see the flip turn on the Serena, and in comes the Vivian. And Vivian, so now the Goldingo is chipped. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. With the Goldingo chipped, if we Hurricane here... No, we Quiver. Okay. I was going to say, if we Hurricane there and we got the damage on the Goldingo, it couldn't switch in anymore unless it was Recover. If it wasn't Recover, it was in range of a +1 Hurricane. I'm not sure. So maybe we chew the Make It Rain pretty easily. It actually doesn't look very good. We have to Quiver again, I think. And if we Quiver again, then this it doesn't even die. So I'm curious what the vision is right now. Maybe Vivian breaking for another in-game. Horse is not, but I just hate missing moves. That's fair. I went Bundle the most I considering taking if I got first pick. Wow. John uses Zamazenta WPF and instantly bans it. Zamazenta, I was never going to allow Zamazenta. I think that it's silly to allow that Pokemon. I think it's very head and shoulders above the rest of the Pokemon that are allowed, in my opinion. I mean, it has a base 680 stat total, right? Is it 680 or is it set the 721? I don't even remember. 700, my mistake. I forgot they nerfed it a little bit. It's base 700. That's just ridiculous. That shouldn't be allowed. It just shouldn't. Confusion in-game? I don't know how DLC 1 is going to work, really. In what capacity? What are you confused of? Like, what mons are coming back? Or what? So, I am very curious to see where SJ goes from here. I'm very curious to see where SJ goes from here. We're light screen. And we take 2 Shadow Balls, actually. If we quiver now... What are we quiver light screen? Does it get Morning Sun or Roost in this gen? It doesn't get Roost. Does it get any healing moves? It doesn't. I mean, we have to quiver. We have to quiver. This might even... That might be specs damage. We Hurricane 48%? Oh, we're confused! No! 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 I think... Does SJ just win? Does SJ just win? If he lands his Hurricanes, does he just win? Oh my gosh. Because at least if he got the second, like, let's say he was specs. I'm not sure. It looks like that had to be specs based on this being +1 split def with the light screen up. I'm not entirely sure. But if it was specs, then I think one more Shadow Ball would have put that guaranteed in range of an Aqua Jet, assuming, since he didn't quiver again. So I think that assuming he has Aqua Jet, or assuming he's Scarf Lanad, that sucked a lot. I mean, we could still go Scarf Lanad if we're Scarf Lanad, right? Vivion's base 90 speed, base 89. So us not going Lanad right now tells me that we're not Scarf Lanad, and we're going Hammerot. Are we going to show the Aqua Jet? Lanad gets Viv'd? Don't say that. Don't say that. We're also 50-50 on the votes. It's 9-9 for who we think's going to win. We're going to Sucker. No. But we're Lum. We could get the play wrong one time. Now there's mind games involved. I am the worst ever with Sucker Punch mind games. So I'm not sure how this one's going to go. It's tough because if I was in SJ's situation, I would assume he's going to Sucker. And I would go for Sleep Powder again. I mean, even if not, you're faster. Actually, this isn't a 50-50. You always Sleep Powder. And I think that Goose has to just play for the miss. At this point. Yeah, Goose just has to play for the miss. Maybe, I think Goose's play there was probably just to attack, right? Let me see. Samurai Hisui. Yeah, I feel like his play was just to attack. Actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. But I think now he has to... dang. Because the Vivian always outspeeds. I feel like you had to attack there. On the miss. I mean, obviously he didn't miss anyway, but... Yeah, I feel like with the Lumberry intact, he probably should have just attacked. Since it was a pretty obvious Sucker Punch mind game. And I assume... Because he had to... actually had to play for the Sucker Punch. Because I'm assuming Jet didn't kill, but Sucker Punch probably did. Let me see. Yeah, exactly. Sucker Punch killed, but Jet did not. So... SJ's hand was forced with the Sleep Powder, I feel. What's the chance of a miss from Compound Eyes? Yeah, like 9%. Like, not very high. Not very high. Oh, wow, that music just got way louder. I unfortunately think this game is wrapped up. I think the confusion wrapped this game up. I don't know if we're Jet on Hammerot, or if we're potentially Scarf Lanad. If we quiver here, the game's over regardless. We don't, we kill this arena. Okay. Okay. So we go Cinderace. Are we Scarf Cinderace maybe? Or is the game just over? Are we just going for Sucker Punches? We might just be going for Sucker Punches. Does Sucker Punch even kill? Sucker Punch would kill. So it's another Sucker Punch mind game. Palafin wins anyway right now. Yeah, Palafin with Hammerat asleep. Well, we also, the Lanad could be Terra Water. We have to keep that in mind. Yeah, unless it's Terra Water. We have to keep that in mind. Let me see. I'm pulling up the document to see if I'm correct in him being Terra Water. Let me see. Because this is very important. He is Terra Water. So if he's Terra Water, there's still a chance here. Well, maybe not. This game is the visual representation of what happens when a moth enters your house at night. You just get confused and can't hit it. Are we also not libero? Or does it just not work if it fails? I'm not sure how that works. Yeah, unless... I do still think if this gets the kill with Sucker Punch, I still think there is definitely a game here. Or this calls the... If it's not Banded or not Scarf. No! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. SJ's in his head. No. No. It doesn't work if it fails. That's good to know for the future. Thank you, Keegan. Oh my gosh. SJ's in his head. And landed the Hurricane. I'm not sure what the Hurricane accuracy is with Compound Eyes. Unfortunately. Oh my gosh. Good games. I'm pretty sure SJ is the champion. Unless we miss some Hurricanes. We need to see some Hurricane misses here. No Hurricane misses. The game's over. There is no winning this game at this point with the Scarf Zapdos in the back, I assume, plus the King Gambit. We're gonna land them all. SJ's gonna be the champion. I mean, you got the Sucker Punch mind games on lock, SJ. That was insane. Good job to you, man. Good job to you. The only thing I think could have been done different on Goose's end was, I think, on this play, knowing you were Lumberry, I feel like the play was to always just attack, because SJ, from SJ's perspective, he only died to Sucker Punch, so he had to play for it. But other than that, I mean, nothing you can do. Your Goldingo got confused. This was super unfortunate. Hey, man, like, it happens. But congratulations to SJ. Goose, you did awesome still. Nod is a living legend. Semifinals, or second place is nothing to scoff at. So seriously, congratulations. And SJ, congrats on being the best mod and winning the division. That is awesome, man. That is awesome. Is Viv SJ's kill leader now? I'm not sure, to be honest. I had to air slash on the first sleep powder. Unfortunate. Remember during the power rankings you said to drop Vivian? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe that we live in a universe where Vivian just won. And they gave us their pace too. We'll take a look here if you guys want to see them. Let's see. I do not know either of their pace, by the way. So we see, give me 1 second. Let me. So what did we see? What's going on, Killa? How you doing? Aerial Ace. Oh yes, I agree. You did have to Aerial Ace. I was saying that you had to attack. I didn't say Aerial Ace, but I did say you had to attack in that situation, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, if you beat Sean, you kind of have to win the whole thing. He was the one person to beat me. Yeah. Live Vivian reaction. Okay, so we had Palafin. He was actually Scarf. He was Scarf Palafin. Okay, we see we were Fairy King Gambit with black glasses. We were Scarf Zapdos. We were double Scarfers. We were Sharp Beak on our Vivian. Oh my goodness, the secret MVP who was actually the sack piece, and then the banded Haxorus. So and the Goose's side, whoever wants to go next can. Let me just ping the other people really quick and let them know. We were Yachi on our Serena, I assume for the Palafin. We were Lum, obviously, with dang, yeah, if you would have aerial laced, that might have been a different game, since we were Terra Water, Lunad, and we were Subcalm Mind We were Silk Scarf on our Cinderace. I still cannot believe that Sucker Punch Mind Game was won. Obviously, the Life Orb for attack on our Palmont. It was indeed Specs Gold Dingo. Good game to both of you guys. Live Vivian reaction. Congrats to SJ. Okay. Yeah, Goose played very well. The Palmont was a bring I didn't expect, but it actually kind of effed me up. Next season, I'm trying to not customize streams, by the way, because I got demonetized on one of them. So, next season, Vivian is 3 points. You know what? We can bump up the champion Vivian 1 point if that's what's wanted. Look forward to watching back the live reaction later tonight, but I'll hang out on the stream for the other 2 final games first. SJ, I was losing my mind whenever you got the Sucker Punch Mind Game right. That was just insane. As someone who has been on Goose's end of that a countless number of times, I completely understand Goose's pain. Gonna leave stream now. Yo, okay, brother. Good luck. I assume you're the one playing right now. Yeah, it looks like you're going. Good luck, brother. What are you playing?
It's called Moose Lost in the Woods.
Jekka's playing Moose Lost in the Woods. Okay.
It's free on Steam.
I am yeah, that was a rough loss. I really had control until Viv came out. I agree. I thought you were playing Goose. The first 2 turns, I was like, holy crap. Sorry. I'm trying to not cuss on my streams, dude. I got demonetized. Be nice. Is this the point where we get a Vivian emote? Oh, maybe we do an emote. So let me see how many members we need before I get another emote slot. Let me see. So what I'm thinking, let's see, default perks, emojis.
Wait, John.
What?
Yeah.
You're goofy looking. So it looks like actually now we've actually dipped under the point. We have had a lot of cancellations due to a lot of them being gifted memberships. So right now we don't even technically have 10 slots, but we still have them because I uploaded them beforehand. But if you guys haven't already, for as low as 99 cents a month, you can become a channel member and help us get to the point. If we get another emote, man, if we get an 11th emote slot, which I assume is 13 new members, I'm not entirely sure on that, so don't quote me on that. But if we get another emote slot, we can do some sort of emote with Vivian and Sandaconda together, since I was mean to both of them the entire season. You get some cool stuff, man, for as low as 99 cents a month. If I could speak, you get some cool emotes, get a cool membership badge, and you can of course go with a higher tier, but you don't have to by any means. What you do have to do though is leave a like. We only have 11 likes on the video and we have 16 people watching. What's going on with that, guys? Oh, I'm so sorry. Here we go. Sorry, just saw. Go ahead. All right, now we are watching Articuno finals. Horus versus Brother. Good luck to both of them. We see Wigglytuff. Can we stop seeing these low tier Pokemon in finals, man? Oh man. So we see. Get my drink back. Did you drink it all? We see Baxcalibur, Alolan Muck, Mesprit, Scizor, Houndstone, and Rotom Heat versus Garchomp, Magnezone, Uxie, Skeledirge, Wigglytuff, and Sneasler. Let me pull up the doc so I can actually give you guys real information about who the Terra captains are gonna be here. And also, let me make another poll as well. Alright, no. Okay, I started the poll. Let me pull up the document and we will see who are the Terra captains here. Let's see. For brother, we have Terra Fairy and Terra Water Skeledirge. Is this the Skeledirge that carried him back to the playoffs? I do not remember. And then for Horus, I think it's Baxcalibur. Let me see. For Horus, we have Dragon and Electric Baxcalibur. If I was in finals, I'd bring Diglett. I would have not been bringing my Diglett, I can assure you. Bax does look very good. I'm assuming that's why Wigglytuff was brought. Let's see if a Fizdef Wigglytuff can ever take 2 non-boosted Baxcalibur Icicle Crashes. I'm not confident that the answer is yes. We actually lead Wigglytuff, so it's probably going to be a Rocks Wigglytuff. And Rotom is obviously pretty much always a good lead, especially when there's no ground type. Oh, there's Garchomp. I mean, probably doesn't want to be burned. It could be a Rust Talk variant, but I doubt it. Seriously doubt it in this matchup, because that would allow Bax to set up for free. Wigglytuff can actually take 2 Icicle Crashes from a non-boosted Baxcalibur, even if he's adamant. So maybe that's what it is. I have no idea. The Zapdos poll was actually 50-50. I think we had 20 votes and it was 10-10, if I do recall. We do see the Rocks Wigglytuff immediately. I'm shocked we saw no vote switch or even potentially... Oh no, not Trick because we're Boots. Not Trick because we're Boots. Okay. Why is John a Wigglytuff? Let's chill out, man. Let's chill out. Oh, wait, I didn't even notice. Wait, you're right. I am Wigglytuff. Why am I Wigglytuff? What's going on? We knock off my leftovers, specifically my leftovers, I guess. My leftovers that I left at the seafood restaurant, and I'm gonna baton pass. Because if I won my 2 matches in my matchup against Khan, Diglett could take out Moth with the wrong Terra. Yeah, that's fair. The Wig does look very happy to be in JJDL finals, the Wigglytuff. I had to say the full name so we couldn't be confused with a potential slur. Sneasler is going to come out here, okay, and this is not the Terra. I'm curious because I feel like a Alolan Muck might be the switch into this Pokemon. Or maybe a Fizdef Mesprit with Covert Cloak. John the Wigglytuff, let's chill out. Let's cut it out, guys. Let's cut it out. No John the Wigglytuff. We have a 75% chance for Horus to win, it looks like, based on the poll. I'm assuming everybody just really likes the Bax matchup, which is fair. Baxcalibur does go really dumb stupid here. Yuxi actually probably takes 2+1 hits. Let me see. It has to, right? Oh yeah, for sure. I say for sure, but it's literally 41 to 49.5%. So it's close. It's close. Bone Zone, the Magnezone is going to come out as we see Houndstone. So we get a free Volt. I'm curious to see how Brother plays his Magnezone, because I feel like this could be like a deciding factor of this game, potentially. Potentially trapping the Scizor, which is, I assume he was trying to bait out, maybe the Scizor was the check to Sneasler in his mind. So he was trying to bait out the Scizor and trap it. But I feel like with the only resist to Rotom being, oh my goodness, being this Rotom, getting this, and I guess Bax for Electric, I feel like getting this Magnezone is going to be very crucial to how this game is dealt with. Maybe, I don't know if that's specs, I have no idea. If we're Shuka Berry, that would be awesome, because you gotta remember that might be analytic. You know what, it's probably not analytic, it's probably Magnet Pull. Let me see that actually. We'll say Rotom Heat, we'll say we're not Spadef, we'll say we're just max HP against Magnezone. We'll say we're specs with Magnet Pull. That Volt Switch, I mean, that looks like it's about accurate. Like with a modest. Yeah, it looks like we might be specs modest on our Magnezone with Magnet Pull. Okay. Potentially. I love my boy Muck, but that man is getting blown up by a CC. That's fair. Maybe it's Mesprit. Maybe it's a Fizdef Mesprit. Thing is, last time I played with Khan, he ran Memento into set up WinCon Moth. His team is very, very offensive, so that makes a lot of sense. We need a Wigglytuff John emote. Let's not say that. Let's not say that. We don't need a Wigglytuff John emote. I have to be rooting against brother now that the Wigglytuff is named John Jr. I just have to. I have to hope that Horace wins now, because we cannot have a John Jr. Wigglytuff winning the finals. We can't have that. I assume. Sorry if you hear my baby in the background. You got her?
What'd you say?
I said sorry if you hear my baby in the background. I was gonna say I assume Garchomp comes in, but Garchomp does seem to have came in now. Maybe a Will-O-Wisp is gonna come off. I feel like a Stone Edge would potentially kill from this range, so we are gonna switch Mesprit. Maybe a Stone Edge comes out. Dragon Tail is gonna come out. I'm actually very shocked to see that. We might be Hazard stacking Chomp. We might be Spike's Dragon Tail Rest Hawk potentially. The Rotom comes back out. Maybe a Will-O-Wisp just comes off now. Maybe a Willow just comes off now. That is obviously the most that this Rotom could ever do to this Garchomp, but getting off that Will-O-Wisp could be huge, especially seeing how much damage Dragon Tail, how unstoppable, excuse me, Dragon Tail is in this matchup with the lack of a fairy. What fairy did Horace not bring? It was... Wait, Horace did not bring Iron Valiant in this matchup. Wow. Oh no, this Wigglytuff is gonna get a wish off and live for another turn. Yeah, Horace did not bring Iron Valiant, and instead we opted to bring the Houndstone. Oh, Houndstone's definitely the Sneasler check. We are all so silly. Houndstone is most certainly, I feel like Houndstone's most certainly the Sneasler check. It also came in on the Sneasler before. I'm goofy, man. I don't know why I didn't even think about that. It just clicked in my head. Yeah, I cannot believe we binged Iron Valiant. That's crazy. And then what did Brother binge? Because I feel like Valiant, looking at his team, goes, oh my gosh, Brother brought Wigglytuff over Tornadus Therian. Wigglytuff has got to have some good mainstay in this matchup for him to bring it over Tornadus Therian. Because Torn went really, really crazy in this matchup, I think. Outside of Bax, obviously, but you could, if you're scared of set off Bax, you could taunt it to sack your Pokemon. Maybe you could be Ashy Berry, something like that. Yeah, wow, we had some really good Pokemon binged here. It was scared of John. Let's chill out. I guess so. Maybe Wigglytuff was supposed to be the Iron Valiant answer. Could it have done that? Let's see, Wigglytuff. No. No, the answer is no. It could not have done that. No, it would have got blown up by 2 close combats. Neither of them brought their top pick. Well, Torn wasn't the top pick for Brother. The top pick was Garchomp. But the highest point value, yeah, neither of them brought their highest point value. I mean, I guess technically highest point value without Terra, I guess. His Bax was 20 points with Terra, technically.
John. Sarah just said this. Ignore the words. It's us.
Oh.
That's you.
That's awesome. Hi, Chris and Sarah, if you guys are still watching. I don't even know Wiggly's stats. Let's see. Wiggly's stats. We have 140 HP, 45 defense, and 50 special defense. So, good wishes. Good wish passer. That's about all we got, though. That's about all we have. I'm very curious to see what goes on this turn. I feel like it's just a pivot into Muck with a wish coming off now. I think. Yeah, I think that is right, SJ, by having it on the side here. 140, 70, 45. Oh, no, it's 70 attack, but otherwise you got it right. 140, 70. Yeah. You ran Specs Wigglytuff in a VGC draft. That's intense. With this HP and absolutely nothing else. Absolutely nothing else. It has like a decent, like a usable special attack stat with 85. Like, it's not gonna like, it can probably break subs on Pokemon that don't resist Fairy. But other than that, that's about the most you'll get out of it. But it also only has D-Gleam and not even Moonblast for whatever reason. So maybe not. Maybe I'm lying to you. Maybe I might be lying. We see a Discharge come out and a Wish. Oh no, we see a Baton Pass. No Wish. No Wish. I'm surprised. I'm not sure what our moveset might be. on that. We go into Wet Paint the Sneasler, trying to potentially bait in the Scizor again. I assume Houndstone's going to come out here. We might see a U-turn, but I feel like if... Excuse me, I feel like if U-turn was an option, we would have went for that last time. Skill swap as a Dondozo, so that's Tatsugiri answer. That's pretty funny, actually. That's pretty funny. I am not sure. Maybe we're not Wish on Wiggly. Maybe Wiggly was literally just here to get rocks up, but I feel like Uxie would have done the exact same thing. But maybe fearing, I don't know. I'll be honest, guys, I have no idea why Wigglytuff was brought into this matchup. It doesn't take 2 hits from Valiant. It can take 2 non-banded hits or non-+1 hits from the Baxcalibur. But Bax could have even just Terra Electric and not really cared. It could be Encore to prevent setup, maybe. Because there is a lot of setup on the opposing side. Bax, Scizor, Valiant. We see a Swords Dance from the Wet Paint. I don't think this ever gets a move to KO this. Sneasler, I know it gets Night Slash. Night Slash at +2, but we are Fluffy. No, this can never KO this from this range. This can never KO this from this range. Yeah, I'm very curious on the Wiggly's last 2 moves. Maybe not even Wish based on the fact that we did not Wish there. Encore D-Gleam, maybe. Houndstone, because isn't Respects... No, Respects is not allowed on this Houndstone. If I remember correctly. Let me double check. I think it was just last BBR season. Let me see. Houndstone. It's in 5 points, so I'm gonna say the answer is no. Yeah, the answer is no. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, this Pokemon taking... Oh my gosh. What did we just see? Yo, Fling doesn't make contact. Oh, that is so heat. That is so heat. Now you have the Unburden. Oh my gosh, Brother Rubby, he is cooking. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dude has Unburden, he KOs, he goes through Fluffy, he understood what the check was to this Pokemon very clearly, better than I did. That could have also hit the Mesprit too. That was such a good bring. That was such a good bring. Oh my, dude, did that get the highest base power Fling? I'm looking at it and it says it is base 90, so I'm not sure what the other one could have been. What's the Black Glasses? I assume would have been the other one. No, yeah, Black Glasses would have been 30 base power. Dread Plate knocked that dude on his head. Oh my gosh, and it looked like from that range, it was a guaranteed kill always. That was so cool. Does this win now? Not with Mesprit. Oh, wait, maybe. We don't have a dark move to hit Mesprit now, I assume. I assume our last 2 moves are close combat and then either Gunk or Dire Claw. Let's see. Mesprit against Sneasler. We're +2. Let's assume not Adamant. If we're max HP Mesprit, we die. If we're Fizdef Mesprit, we don't die to a Dire Claw, we do die to a Gunk. So depends on what that last move could be. Dire Claw and CC clean, not if he's Fizdef Mesprit. He would have to be Gunk Shot. He would have to be Gunk Shot. That was crazy. Yo, if you guys are a channel member, let's get somebody signed hymns for that, for our boy brother, because that was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah, I'm not sure if flinging a TM or a TR with that would have done more base power. Maybe. I'm not sure. What's the highest dark base power TM? I'm not entirely sure. We see Scizor come in. Let me see if Scizor dies to this. Maybe just to get as much damage off as he can with a Bullet Punch. I mean, Bullet Punch damn near kills if he's Banded Adamant. Like, it's pretty close. If this is Banded Adamant, maybe his best win con is critting right here. Or putting this in range of Bax Ice Shard. Because it does die to a close combat. Or maybe he pivots Mesprit. here to eat the close combat, sacks the Mesprit, and then goes Scizor to kill at -1. That might be the best sequence of events here. The team doesn't need to be dark type? Oh, I didn't know that. Let me see. Would fleeing TR, what was it, 143? I ran this at one point in my life. TR 43. Oh yeah, looks like that actually would have done more damage. But I'm not sure if he gets the dread. Yeah, okay, that's exactly what he's doing. So Scizor can now kill with a bullet punch if we're banded. That makes a lot of sense. So I'm not sure if the fling got the dread plate boost, because I'm sure the calc doesn't catch that. Yeah, the calc, if it does, the calc doesn't catch it. If it got the boost for dread plate, I think dread plate would have been stronger, but I'm not entirely sure. No, probably not. Dread plate's 1.2 times, huh? Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe TR 43 would have been better. I'm not sure. Or maybe his last move is Night Slash and he wanted the dread plate as like a multi-purpose item. That could have also been it. Mach comes in. No way Mach lives this. Right? I'm curious to see. So this tells me maybe he's not banded Scizor. Because if he's not banded, he kills at -2. And maybe he just doesn't need Muck anymore. Down goes the Muck. Yeah, that has to be what it is. Because now non-banded Scizor will kill with Bullet Punch and -2 defense. Yeah, that has to be. He has to just not be banded. Yeah, has to just not be banded. Has to just not be banded. I mean, goes for Bullet Punch here, I assume. As Garchomp comes out. So we avoided the fling sneeze their sweep. But we might still be in trouble, boys. I'm not sure. I mean, Horus, if there's a Bax, there's a way, right? Let's see, Bax Caliber. How much damage do we do to a Skeledirge if we're max Fizz Def with a Glaive Rush? If we... Not enough. Not enough. I don't know. With Dirge completely healthy, I don't know if Horus can pull this one back. I don't think he can. Yeah, I don't think he can. Chomp can just Dragon Tail here, to be honest, and be in a fine spot. Because even if you sack this Pokemon to the Scizor, I don't think it gets any move to kill you in one. Yeah, Skeledirge looks like it might just win at this point. Yeah. I mean, maybe not, because he's Terra Water, Terra Fairy. So if he can force out a Terra, if he's Terra Fairy, Scizor can obviously do some significant damage, put it in range of backs. If he's Terra Water, Rotom could do some significant damage, put it in range of backs. So he might have to play to bait out the Terra now, potentially. That doesn't matter because of the Dirge, though, unfortunately. So we see the Wigglytuff go down. Yeah, I do think you guys are right. I think pretty much no matter what, Dirge wraps this game here up. I'm glad we get to see the Wigglytuff sacked. Good night, Wigglytuff. Happy to see you gone. Are you laughing at me? Why?
Thank you.
Thanks, man. John Jr., the Wigglytuff is gone, and I'm happy to see it. I don't think a +2 Bullet Punch kills this Pokemon, because I think we're Bulky Chomp. I'm pretty sure we're Bulky Chomp. Yeah, I assume. I don't know for sure, but we Earthquake, down goes Scizor. Do not say Rip John in the chat. Stop it. I mean, Bax comes out now, I guess, because obviously Rotom can't pressure a KO. Garchomp's just gonna Dragon Tail. Game's over, yeah. Game's over. That fling was absolutely insane. That fling was otherworldly. Brother had fantastic prep for this game, man. You cannot be mad about losing to that if you're Horus. And Horus is a pretty good player too, man. But you can't be mad about losing to that. That was just really, really nice for the Houndstone. A very creative way to get around a very otherwise good check to that Pokemon. That was crazy. Yeah, game should be pretty much wrapped up at this point. That was great. Cocky, what's going on, Cocky? You should have been in here. Why are you laughing at his name?
I just thought you said cock.
No, his name's Cocky, and he's one of my favorite people ever. And he should have been in finals, unfortunately. Unfortunately, he wasn't.
Screw the other people who actually got there.
Yeah, straight up. You gotta love Fling Sneezer and Lightscreen Vivian winning finals. This is what's awesome about Draft League, is you have some really creative stuff like Fling Sneezer and Lightscreen Vivian winning. I can't believe I just said Lightscreen Vivian in a positive manner, but winning finals, and it's like really cool to see that. And this would be a great example to show people why they should get into Draft League. Maybe I'll make a video about that. Maybe. We'll see. I think Horace is going through like all of his options right now, and I'm pretty sure no matter what happens, I think the game is wrapped up. I mean, Bax could come in no matter what, right? Like, Bax is always the play, because it's the only thing that pressures an Oko. If you're banded, you take rock damage, which is obviously not ideal. At that point, he would sack Garchomp. You'd go down, let's see, 16-12. You take 28%. You couldn't take 2 more rock switch-ins. You'd be, what, 42, 43%? Yeah, no, the game would be... Skeletor would come in and the game would be wrapped. So, I think no matter what here... I mean, maybe you... Yeah, and we are boots. Okay. John about to drive Vivi on round 1 in Wi-Fi due to SJ. Let's not say that. Let's not do that. We're not going to do that. I'm not going to take Vivian in the GBU draft. No. So what happens here? So we take 28% because of Rocky plus Rough Skin. We're at 72. How much does Dirge, Terra Fairy, Terra Blast do to us, huh? I mean, maybe we have to get some flinches. Maybe that's the best way that we win this game at this point. A Terra Fairy, Terra Blast to Bax Caliber, if we're no special attacking investment, does 57 to 67. If we're no investment. If we are max investment, does 71 to 84. So I think... I mean, we can also crash and not take the damage. So I think the best play for Horace here is to Icicle Crash. Dirge comes in. He crashes and he goes for the flinch. What do you think is your best or worst draft skill? Drafting, prepping, or battling? So, for me, this is a good question. I think prepping is number 1 for me. I think my teams are very, very good, very well thought out. And I think 9 times out of 10, as long as I have time to prep, I think teams is going to be, and prepping is going to be my number 1, my number 1 always. I think I would put battling above drafting for me, just because the way I draft is very me. It's a style that not a lot of other people would be super comfortable with. What? You're gonna refill it? Yeah. Thank you. Because the way I draft, like I draft the same couple Pokemon, and some people don't like those Pokemon. Like I draft Swampert pretty much every draft, and some people don't like that. I usually play more bulky, and some people like to go HO or like to go stall. So I would put drafting last, and I would put battling second, just because obviously I'm a good battler, right? And I think I have better battling skills than drafting skills because of that. But prepping definitely number 1, far and away. Bax Caliber is huge. Yeah, Bax is massive. I really feel like I ever have to make trades so based on that, I'd say my drafting is good. See, that's another thing that I've thought about, because I go back and watch old Gypsy videos, and one thing that he suggested is to always make transactions to mix up your matchups and keep your opponents on their toes, assuming you're a person that makes playoffs quite often. And I tried that in WPF this season, and obviously, you know, we're in semifinals now, and you guys will see that this Friday. So I think that it's been a pretty cool process. As far as I think that's been some pretty good advice. I really feel like I have to, or my prep is very wonky, but it does seem to work usually, as long as it works, right? For me, drafts are like easy 1, and then prep and battling are kind of even. That's fair. I feel like that's how that would probably be the same way for a lot of people. I feel like drafting is a puzzle for me, and I love puzzles. That's fair. Yeah, so that is gonna be the game. Sneasler came in. Sneasler won. Oh, wait. I mean, we net another kill, probably. I mean, we could get flinches on Dirge. That is the way to win at this point. If we get 1 flinch on the Dirge as it Terra Waters, we might win the game with Bax. I think a flinch would win the game for backs here. Hold on. Isn't it you and Owen times 2? Yeah, me and Owen play in both BBR and WPF this week for semifinals. On Friday and Saturday, you guys will see that. Japanese is the worst for me just because trying to figure out team structure so soon is stressful, and I feel like at some point I missed out on something important. That's fair. A lot of people do feel that way as well. Hard chomp. I mean, we crash now. Crash has to be our last move, right? I mean, if it is, then Magnezone actually lives one guaranteed. So no matter what way we go, there has to be some flinch at some point in time to win this game. Ironhead. I mean, still, the point still stands. There has to be a flinch at some point in time. There just has to. So wow, wait, we don't kill Magnezone. Okay, we Ironhead here. So if we're Terra Water, we never Terra. If we're Terra Fairy, we Terra immediately, I think. And you have to go for the Ironhead flinch. Oh my gosh, we go for the Glaive Rush. And that's the game. Good game to both of you guys. I mean, obviously, Horus was trying to fight back, trying to claw his way back. His Baxcalibur is broken, but good game to Brother. Good game to Horus. Congratulations to Brother winning Articuno. We now have 2 out of 3 champions right now. And we have one more game to go. I'll go ahead and ping them. Let them know whenever you are ready. But yeah, good game to both of you. The Fling Sneeze there, Brother, if you're just coming back in here, that was awesome. That was just awesome. Cloak Dirge for real? Yeah, maybe. Doesn't UC take a backs hit eventually? Let me see. Yeah, oh yeah, it does take a +1 hit for sure. So there would have had to, we would have theoretically had to have Icicle Crash and get a flinch or 2. Or we could have got a couple Ironhead flinches and then Glaive Rushed. There would have had to be, no matter what, to win that game, to come back from that game, there would have had to been a lot of flinches. There would have had to been a lot of flinches, man. A lot of flinches. Did not channel his inner Jirachi. So true. I'm sorry, Horus. I'm sorry. I know how it feels, man, but hey, you did great, man. Congrats on getting into the finals. My baby is screaming because her mommy is getting a water. I just feel like my teams are always good. I have the craziest team in the Natdex League. What's your team, Claes? She was like grunting. Give me that. Thank you. Okay, and we now have Spider and Khan for the Moltres division. So while we're waiting on them to pick leads, let's go ahead and look at Horus and Brothers pastes, and let's see what they had. Let's see. Okay, we saw the backs. We knew the back set. We were Black Sludge on our Muck. Let me fix this just a little bit. We were Scarf Mesper actually with Encore and Rocks. Aka Scizor with Thief. We were Covert Cloak on the Houndstone, pretty much max defense, mostly defensive there. And then we had Rotom, who was gonna be Rest Talk. Okay. And then for Horus, we had obviously very bulky. We were Rest Talk on our Garchomp. We were Specs on the Magnezone, and we were actually Analytic. We weren't even Magnapool. We were Light Clay on the Yuxi, Covert Cloak on the Dirge, so it didn't even matter. There would have never been a universe where that game could have been won from that position. We were unfortunately Wigglytuff, and then Wet Paint the Dread Plate Sneasler. So for Khan and Spider, let me see what we got. We have Ting-Lu, Amoonguss, Slowking, so Titan, so we have the Hail Core going on here, Enam, and Chi-Yu. And let me pull up the doc so I can see what Terramons we got going on. Let's see. We have for Spider, we are Terra Ice on Flying Jolteon. Wow, he made finals with a low tier Terra, and it's not here. And then for Khan, we have a Terra Fire and Fairy Iron Moth. So we are going to go ahead and see Ting-Lu and Cyclizar lead here. And a Taunt come out. Maybe a Ruination come out. An Earthquake. Going to do massive damage to the Cyclizar. Let me also end this poll and start this new poll. Start a poll. Who will win JJDL? Moltres. And then Spider and Khan. Okay. And SJ, you might be able to start polls. I'm not entirely sure on that. Maybe. Nightbot, you're so right. You can become a member for as low as 99 cents a month and help me directly. We see Cyclizar U-turn as the Slowking comes in here. We go Goldango, right? Goldango just punishes this. Goldango super punishes this, but Ting Lu is gonna come in. I mean, you could just make it rain and do tons of damage to that Pokemon. You have Cyclizar. Cyclizar is gonna be close to in range of an Earthquake though, and I'm not sure if that's obviously I don't know either of these sets. I don't know if we're defensive Cyclizar. I don't know if we're offensive Ting Lu. I have no idea. Chi-Yu switch in where? I'm looking. Oh, Urshifu Water actually might take two. But it's got to be Psychic Chi-Yu. We're gonna see T-Wave Goldango as Ting Lu comes in. I think I do have Prims for it, but I'm also very stupid. Don't know how to. That's completely fair. There is no dark. Well, there's Urshifu. It's Terra Water, or it's not Terra Water. It's Urshifu Rapid, which actually it's probably AV in this matchup. I can only assume. Obviously, Ruination can punish it very very severely. Psychic can do a ton of damage to it. I'm actually curious if we're Urshifu Rapid. Let's say we go all in. We're just max Fizz stuff, which I don't think we would be with the Assault Vest. How much do we take from like just max special attack Chi-Yu Psychic? It doesn't check it at all. That's insane. It still has a chance to 2-hit KO with Psychic. So after the spike being up, it does 2-hit KO. So that's crazy. Yeah, Chi-Yu doesn't have a resist, or yeah, there's no Chi-Yu resist. This is a Chi-Yu matchup. Split F wall kind of walls non-psychic Chi-Yu. Well, I assume it is gonna be psychic in this matchup though. And I assume Moth would definitely take more than AV Ursh. And yeah, Dark Pulse would also do massive damage. It does have good, Iron Moth does have good Split F though. That was my initial thought, but so we're taunting Lu. Taunt spikes, 2 spikes are up. Cyclizar is gonna have to get in sooner rather than later to remove those. Pound on taunt ins. Maybe we go Cyclizar now. That's tough. Hopefully we're boots. No, going Cyclizar hard on this on the potential Earthquake is very tough. Just because we can die after the spikes or the sand damage. I'm also surprised to see that we're Sandstorm. Maybe to combat the chilly reception potentially. Two special attack. These are ruin. Dark Pulse. Yeah, it can take the Dark Pulses. I don't think it can take the Psychics though. Yeah, and it is Terra Iron Moth. It's Terra Fairy and Fire. So maybe preserving not Terraing would be beneficial, or maybe catching him off guard with the Terra Fairy would be good on a potential Psychic. Maybe. You beat the whole game?
Yeah.
Let's go! Let's get some Sheehan Pogs for Jerica beating a game. Woo! This is a weird position for Khan because, like I said, I really don't think you can go hard Cyclizar here. Oh wow, we're actually going to see the Ting Lu switch out into the Rock Tomb contrary? No, we're not contrary. Oh my gosh, imagine if we were contrary, the game was over. The game, I just want this to be very clear, the game was over. If we were contrary. Oh my gosh. We're agility though. No. Oh no. If we were contrary, the game was over. Oh my gosh. I assume, I can only assume +1 E or +2 Enam Oko's Hippowdon with a Moonblast. Let me see. Moonblast. Oh, actually it didn't. But it also does get Grass Knot. So if we were Grass Knot, I guess. If it was contrary, the policy gave it -2 attack. Oh, you're so right. I didn't even think about that. Sometimes my brain doesn't function with how the how that works. So we are stopping Tantrum Among Us. Let's rewind a little bit.
How do I uninstall?
Why would you uninstall it?
Because I need it.
Just chill for a second. It's okay. It's not taking up space. Too much space. So yeah, you're right, SJ. You're right, SJ. Wigglytuff is cooking. Shh. Quiet. So we are gonna see Whirlwind here, and then a Gholdengo comes in on the Spore, and we're gonna be stomping Tantrum Among Us, which is awesome to take advantage of Gholdengo. Obviously, it's just 52%, so I assume we've got to be some amount of investment. I don't think that naturally does 52% to Gholdengo. And also, Gholdengo can, if we're recover, we can just recover that off. I assume we're in both year sets, so we probably are recover. If Spider wants to be a little cheeky here, we could go hard Chi-Yu, because I really don't see a Thunder Wave coming off here. I'm shocked that he did Hex. We do go Ting Lu, just in case the Thunder Wave does come off, and we are going to see the recover. If we went Chi-Yu, I think a KO was pressured. But we're gonna play it safe. Nothing wrong with playing it safe. We go Ting Lu, and I mean we just fire off a very free Earthquake. A very free Earthquake by the looks of it. Hippowdon's gonna come in. You taunt the Hippowdon. Not too worried about that. Let me fix this real quick. Yeah, it's gonna be very hard, I think, for... Oh, we have 18 likes, by the way, guys. Thank you so much. Make sure you've left a like. Let's try to get to 20. Houndstone's gonna come in here. We see Houndstone in 2 finals. That's very interesting. I'm not sure what Houndstone is here to wall. I guess Ting Lu. Going Chi-Yu on T-Wave would be horrible. Yeah, it is good to play conservatively there. I was just saying that you did pressure potentially a KO if you would have went Chi-Yu. Slowking is gonna take that body press, obviously. Now we get a Chilly Reception off as Houndstone. I don't think it's a move besides Last Respects to really hit this, which obviously isn't gonna do that much damage with the 0 dead. And obviously we're not even Last Respects. What am I saying? So I'm actually not sure what this thing's ghost move is. Yeah, we go Cyclizar on the Chilly Reception. I think that's good to get this thing's Regenerator. And we go to Titan. Does Belly Drum win? Yeah. I mean, you might have to. Oh, I don't know. To be honest, I think Khan's in a really bad position. I think the game, we're not Shuka Gholdengo. Like the only thing would be, are we Air Balloon Iron Moth? Or can Urshifu live one? After 2 spikes, let's see. At +6. Oh my goodness. If we're max. Oh no, we're just attacking. Okay, Cyclizar is just gonna go down there. Okay, I think if we were Belly Drum, I'm almost positive that the game was over. I mean, we could have been Dragon Tail, I guess. Maybe that's what we stayed in for, potentially. Now the spikes are up for the game. Yeah, Spider's in a great position. Since Shifu can outspeed and kill after the Snow Ins, that's true. That is fair. I didn't think about that. Hey, man. Oh, no, we're leftovers on a Slowking. Okay, I was gonna say we could be Icy Rock to set up this specific in-game, but yeah, you are correct. I don't know why I just assumed Snow was 7 turns without even looking at the item, but yeah, you're correct. So I assume Slowking comes in on the Urshifu. I can only assume. And obviously, Urshifu coming in on spikes and taking damage of any amount is going to be good for the Chi-Yu in-game that we expect Spider to be going for. Reveal Play Rough's to Titan with that kill. Let's see. Play Rough. Play Rough would do if he's... Let's see. Were we Life Orb? No, we weren't Life Orb. Play Rough would not kill. Play Rough would not kill. Not even close. Play Rough would do 57 to 68. I mean, closer than I thought. Yeah. We're gonna switch out here. We go Glow King or Slow King. We get the U-turn off. Is that banded damage? Let's see. Assume Spadaf. U-turn. Does not look like it. Let me see. Let's see. No, definitely not banded damage. Would have been crazy to hit the play rough on the U-turn though. And now, obviously, the Urshifu is going to take 16% more next time it comes in. It's going to be at 68%. And if he's not AV, does it die to a Chi-Yu non-spec Psychic? It most certainly does. Even if it's max HP, yeah, most certainly does. We're going to see Chilly Reception from the Slowking. We're going to see Rocks get up here. So Titan is going to come back in. I assume just we're gonna fire off a Crash. I see Spider's game plan. I really do like it, forcing the Urshifu to come in and take as much chip as possible. That way, there's realistically no great switch into the Chi-Yu. Scarf Shifu with Booster Iron Moth. That's definitely a possibility. I do think a Booster Iron Moth is probably the best win con. On con side, I definitely agree with you on that. I think probably I think probably what 3 attacks. Let's see, a Fire move. I mean, could just be dual stab. No, it needs a way to hit Slowking. So fire move, grass move, fairy move, maybe. Boots of Titan, so probably not jump. Yeah, I think I agree with you. We're gonna crash. We're gonna do about half, and we're gonna get the flinch. It is potentially in range to live another one. So Titan literally just wins. It does it slowly over time. Yes, the Titan does massive damage over time. I agree. We're gonna see the Whirlwind now. Enam's gonna come out here. We're not boost Enam because we were weakness policy, obviously. So taking an extra 25% here. I assume we just fire up a Moonblast, even if Golding, or maybe even Earth Power. I'm not sure if that kills from here. Let's see. Howdon, if we're Spadef, Enamorous. Oh, we just Draining Kiss. If Draining Kiss killed, I think an Earth Power would have probably killed. Actually, it's a lot closer than you would have thought, but yeah, it looks like it did kill from that range. Slowking into the Titan can happen very freely. I agree. I do think Spider is in a fantastic position to win this game. I think it's going to be very hard for Khan to come back from this. I think Spider has to play very poorly into the Iron Moth. And even if he does, the Titan can outspeed it +2, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm not sure how Khan can win this one. Urshifu's gonna come in. It is gonna be Scarf. You are gonna be correct about that, SJ. In my mind, this is just a Titan Snow Setter versus a Titan in 4 sacks. All you need to win. That's fair. Obviously, Chi-Yu is very threatening as well. But I do think that now that this came in on this, I think this is Scarf Urshifu for sure. We're gonna Surging. Are we gonna be Rocky? No, we're Leftovers. What am I saying? We've already seen it. So now, Slowking can just Chilly out again. Go back into Titan. And claim another one. Spider playing real smart. Yeah, Spider's playing extremely conservatively with his Pokemon. And very, very slowly and making Khan play into him, which is definitely what you have to do against a team like Khan's, which with Pokemon he drafted was a lot more HO oriented. And I do definitely like this build from Spider for sure. Houndstone's gonna come in. I think we Chilly. Now, do we go Chi-Yu now, maybe? Because I'm not sure if the Titan kills this in 1 and you risk getting either Body Press damage on you or Will-O-Wisp. So maybe Chi-Yu comes in now. Turn that down, Bear. Yeah. Will you turn it down a little bit?
What?
The phone?
Oh, I didn't know I had that. I'm listening to like.
But yeah, I think we go Chi-Yu now. I don't think we risk the Willow on Titan. Assuming we don't kill. I have no idea actually if we kill or not. Let me see. I assume the answer is no. See, I see Crash. We are... I don't even know if Fluffy affects Crash. It doesn't, but it still looks like we don't kill it anyway from 50. So I do think we just Chi-Yu here. I mean, Chi-Yu Dark Pulse. If we're not Scarf, we stay in Dark Pulse on the Urshifu again. No, we don't even need to risk that. We don't need to risk the Jet. We just go Amoonguss or Slowking forever. Chi-Yu, this is the freest Chi-Yu of all time. Yeah. And are we going to be Boots? We are going to be Boots. I mean, you just Dark Pulse, you claim your kill. Enam would click Earth Power. Does that kill this? It actually doesn't even look like it. It might have not 2-hit KO'd based on the range it was at. We're gonna get a crit. Don't think it really mattered. Obviously Urshifu's probably gonna have to come in here, or we could go Iron Moth if we're Terra Fairy and try to set up an agility booster special attack sweep of some sort. Maybe we could do that. No, we go Urshifu, unfortunately. I think that would have been the only way that I could see Khan have coming back from this game. If he was Terra Fairy, he went out there, he Terra Fairy'd, he Agility'd. That's it. That's the only thing I think I could have seen. We're going to Thunder Punch on the potential Slow King. We're going to stay in with Chi Yu because it's not needed to win the game at this point. At this point, Satitan looks like it does probably win the game. Satitan plus... I mean, actually, that was a little risky because Ting Lu always walls Gold Dingo. Yeah, I mean, the game's pretty much over. The game's pretty much over. Locked into Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch looks like it doesn't have a roll to kill, yeah. Even special attack booster, Iron Moth with Terra Fairy Gleam doesn't do anything to Ting. That's probably true, but that would have been the only thing that I could have ever seen enabling any sort of a win con at this point. We're going to Ting Lu, very free because he's at 16%, takes 16% from those spikes. And we get the third spike up. Might as well get as much damage as you possibly can. I'm actually curious how much a booster special attack would have done with Terra Blast to Ting Lu. We'll assume we're max Spadef. Terra Blast wouldn't have even done half if we're max Spadef. If we're no Spadef, it would have done 63 to 74. Yeah. Yep. So, I don't... At this point, Ting Lu walls both of the Pokemon remaining. And I think that's it. Goldingo comes out. I guess you make it rain to do as much damage as you can to Ting Lu. I mean, Khan just had a very difficult time breaking this team and switching in reliably to Satitan. Once Cyclizar went down, the spikes got way too much to handle. And unfortunately, that's going to be it. I don't see, unless there's like... I don't actually think Ting Lu can die to any 2 hits here. I really don't. But we're gonna be nice. We're gonna sack the Enamorous. We're actually gonna Memento. We're gonna Memento into the Iron Moth. We're not Boots, we're Booster, special attack. And we're gonna Agility here. I mean, we kind of have to. You have to Terra into whatever your type is. You have to Agility. We're Terra Fairy. Oh, we're just gonna go for Fiery Dance, special attack boost. Okay, wait a minute. I mean, now, so he does know he does outspeed everything, so that was definitely the play. Now we're +2, or times 1.8 times, I think, essentially. If we're not Spadef Ting Lu, we can actually kill from here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think maybe just staying in with Ting Lu would have been the play. I think Spider was trying to be nice and not let this be a 6-0. But that might have cost him the game. If we're not Spadef Ting Lu. Of course, if we are Spadef Ting Lu, we need a crit to win. Or if... Yeah. Yeah. Let me see if a crit even kills Spadef Ting Lu. I actually am not sure. Terra Blast. Yeah, a crit would kill. So we need... We do go Ting Lu. If we're Spadef, we need a crit to win. If we're not Spadef, we actually probably die to this. Depending on how much investment we actually are. If we're no investment, we guarantee die to this. Oh, we don't even have Terra Blast. Okay, that's going to be the game, unfortunately. Alright, well, good game to Spider and Khan. If it doesn't have Agility going Slow King, Chili's... Oh, yeah. I guess I just assumed it killed with Energy Ball at +2, but I actually don't know if it did. No, it looks like it didn't. Looks like you were right. I just assumed it killed. All right, well, good game to Khan and good game to Spider. Congratulations, Spider, on becoming the Moltres champion. We have 3 JJDL champions, SJ of the Zapdos division. We have, of course, Brother of the Articuno division, and now Spider of the Moltres division. I will update the doc shortly to reflect all of you guys winning, and thank you guys so much for participating in JJDL Season 1. There will very shortly be applications out for JJDL Season 2. It will be post-DLC. It will be the first DLC. We'll run it. I'm thinking right now, I'm not 100% set on it, but right now I'm thinking the draft date will be Saturday the 23rd, September 23rd, so about a month out. Thank you guys so much for playing in the JJDL season. Thank you guys so much for watching the JJDL season. All of the support has meant the world. We've built up an amazing community, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you specifically to all of our mods of this season. We have Nick, we have SJ, we have Zach, we have Lego. You guys did awesome. I'm very grateful for all of you. Thank you guys so much for watching. And for now, guys, this has been Chan Jr. signing off.